Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee from the home court of the Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. So for the Celtics, their last game, a loss to the New York Knicks. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Kristaps Porzingis. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up, and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Yep, it counts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Jason Tatum. It's good from long range.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Now here's Lillard. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Here's Brown. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. A second chance effort. The kick out to Holiday. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Prince. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Giannis. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
That one misses. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Lillard. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And now, the first time out call here for Boston. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Pritchard. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. It's stolen by Kumbo. Back to White. To the middle. It's White on the wing. This one for three. It's hauled in by Giannis. Cornet can't get it to go. Milwaukee in the lead. Down low. From 6 away. Nice shot by Portis.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. White, left side. Cornet. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Pass to Portis. And here's Green outside. Offensive rebound.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Hauser. Out to the right wing. And here's White. Inside. Takes a three. And he's good on the three ball. 3 points. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
In the corner, Horford with it. Back to White. From the arc. It's rebounded by Portis.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter.
Your Bucks, 16. The Celtics, 13.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Bucks leading by 3. To the inside. To the paint. Kuzma. And Boston with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. But he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Brown, right side. Four on the shot clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's Craig. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Lillard. The Bucks working the ball around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Boston trailing. Here's Tatum. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Here's Prince. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
The 3, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Lillard. The 3. It's hauled in by Cornette.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Porter in the corner. Good on the 3-point shot. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Here's White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And a wide open look for Porter. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Hauser. Horford with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Hits it from 3-point range. White's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for the Celtics. And Portis throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending. Derek White has been on display for the Celtics. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers in the game now. Quite a showing from long range. We'll get you back to the action after this break.